Do you consider yourself, my eyes are starting to burn, is that a sign? Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you are new, hi, my name is Shani Stevens. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. I do beauty, fashion, and lifestyle content here on my channel, and I also happen to be a makeup artist. So if you're interested in any of that content, any of those content, definitely come back and watch more videos and subscribe before you leave. So in today's video, I am doing a chit chat get ready with me. I'm getting a little hot because of this light. I got some questions from you guys on, well, I made a post on Instagram asking you guys to ask me questions, your scenarios, and I also got some questions here from YouTube that you guys have asked me. So yeah, if you guys are interested in the questions, the scenarios, me just getting ready, let's go ahead and get into this video. I feel like I'm dragging it on. Okay, let's go. Let's get into the video. So as you guys can see by the title, I'm doing a chit chat get ready with me. I feel like I said that weird. I'm doing a chit chat get ready with me, obviously. Answering you guys' questions. I did have more questions, but yesterday my phone froze and I had to take it to Best Buy. They had to do a factory reset, and pretty much everything that I've had on my phone from the past 7 months is gone off of my phone, because my last backup date was like in October of 2021. So it's kind of unfortunate. I'm definitely still a little upset about it, but it's not like ruining my mood, you know what I'm saying? I'm filming, so obviously my mood isn't like completely ruined. But yesterday I was just so upset. I was like, I worked so hard on that content that was on my phone, so hard, and it's just gone. And I was in the process of uploading it to my hard drive. That's the thing. It's not like it was just sitting on my phone. I was in the process of getting it off of my phone, and then my phone was just decided to like freeze. If you're a content creator, you understand. And please excuse me because I only have one contact in. I washed my last right eye contact down the drain. So I hope my makeup turns out good. Oh, I'm using the Cabal Brow Gel from Benefit in the color 1.5, no, in the color 4.5. Can you guys see that? 4.5. So I know the first question that I got was, what dry shampoo do I use? And I'm going to show you guys in a second because it's sitting right here on my countertop. This is the dry shampoo that I like to use. Now the trick that I found to using dry shampoo is use the dry shampoo before your hair gets too oily, because if it gets too oily, it's not really going to do much, I've noticed. So since I've been using it before my hair actually gets to that, to its oiliest point, I'm using this at night when I put my rollers in my hair. I'm using this in the morning when I take down my hair, and I just feel like it helps keep my hair flowy and bouncy for a longer period of time. So that's what I've noticed that it does. This is the Beach Babe texturizing dry shampoo in the fragrance Toasted Coconut. It smells so good. That's like one of my favorite parts about it. Y'all, it smells so good. I think you can get it from Target if I'm not mistaken. I'll link it down below. Okay, so I'm about to carve out my brows. I'm using the LA Girl concealer because y'all, I have truly fell back in love with this concealer. Where did I put it? I know I just put it on my hand. Oh, right here. Okay, so I'm using Chestnut in the LA Girl concealer. Moving on to the next question. I think it was about like moving out, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, moving out advice on moving out. The first thing that comes to mind is just save. If you give yourself a budget of what to save more on top of that. just save as much money as possible, because when you move out, bills come at you fast. Bills that you didn't know that you was gonna have come at you fast, you know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have to pay them. So yeah, and you might lose your job. Where's that money gonna come from? You have to save for that. You have to save for things that may go wrong. Not saying that it will go wrong, but it happened to me. I would recommend, you know, going to see your unit in person and not just doing like a virtual tour or anything like that. I mean, with me, I kind of lucked out because nothing was different from my virtual tour. The first time I saw my apartment is when I was moving in. And y'all seen when I moved in. When y'all saw my apartment, that was the first time I saw my apartment. So I kind of looked out. You also want to make sure you ask, what will you have to do if you need to break a lease? What are the move out requirements? Because they might make you hire somebody to clean your apartment, and that has to come out of your pockets. So you want to make sure you ask all of those things up front, because when you move out of an apartment, you know, that you don't really think about hiring somebody to clean your apartment professionally. Just make sure you ask a lot of questions up front. Make sure you be very particular. Make sure you be picky. Let them know what it is and what it ain't, because this is your apartment. This is money that you are giving to them, a lot of money at that. And you don't want to move into an apartment and end up hating it. Okay, so I'm using this LA Girl Ultimate Intense Stay Auto Liner, and I'm just gonna line my lash line. I really hope you guys can see me. Hopefully this does not go wrong. I did tell y'all that I only have one contact in, right? So I can barely see what I'm doing, especially in my right eye. I can't tell. I can't tell if it's different because one eye is blurry. Oh, how much do I pay in rent? I'm not gonna specifically tell you guys how much I pay in rent, but if you ever want to know like how much somebody is paying in rent, or you're just trying to get a ball range of what to expect, just look up the average rent in whatever state you're trying to move to, and that will give you a rough estimate as to what you might be paying. Oh, best advice for upcoming YouTubers. Oh, that's a big one. Do not be fixated on the money and the followers and all of the glitz and glam, because that's just like a quarter of what really goes into being a content creator. The money will come. You just have to find what, I don't know how to put this into words. You have to find what works for you. With YouTube, you have to be consistent, but with YouTube, you also need to be putting out quality content that your subscribers, your viewers want to watch. So it's finding that balance is very hard. I'm still trying to find that balance, you guys, but putting out quality content will have your videos still getting views from 5 years ago. I have a video right now that is still getting views, and I posted it probably like 6 years ago. So putting out quality content is really going to keep your channel going. Posting trendy content, I wouldn't say don't post it, but if it aligns with what you're doing on your channel, then by all means go ahead and do it. When it comes to this YouTube and social media thing, you will figure it out. It only takes one video for you to skyrocket. Create content that you naturally like to watch. And then once you start building a following, then you'll be able to use that information from the followers, like the back end of YouTube, your analytics and all of that good stuff. Once you start having videos on top of videos, it's going to be easier for you to create the content that people want to see from you and create content that YouTube is pushing. But that comes with time. So make a list of like 50 videos, stick to that list and create those videos so that you can get some videos on your channel and have some type of database to see what is making your channel grow. Honestly, I can go on and on and on about like advice for YouTubers, but the one thing that I can say is you just have to do, and I feel like I said this in my last Chit Chat, get ready with me. Y'all, you just have to start. A lot of people say that they're scared to start YouTube, and I just really don't get it, because nothing and nobody is going to stop you from doing what you want to do. If it's something that you want to accomplish and there's something that you want to do, nobody is going to stop you from doing that. So my question to you is, do you really want to do YouTube, or do you just like the idea of doing YouTube? And I don't want to like come off blunt, but like seriously, do you really want to do YouTube, or do you want the perks of having only the perks, only the positive parts, only the glitz and glam, only the lit parts? Do you just want those parts of YouTube? Because you can find those lit parts, you can find that with doing something else with your life, you know what I'm saying? Getting into a good career, you can still do the same things. It's just going to take time. Just like with YouTube, it's going to take you some time to start making that type of money, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's going to take you a minute. All right, so do I want to put these on? I think they're cute. I have on E10s. I'll link them. Actually, they're linked on my Amazon store, but I'll link this set. I'm using Duo Glue. This is the one that I'm always using. What edge control do I use? Where is it? I showed it in my last video. Yeah, it's called, hold please. Okay, so this is the Ebin, E-B-I-N. This right here. This is what I use to lay my edges down. Well, that's what I'm using currently. Oh, this wasn't a question, but I think me and my best friend was talking about it. I feel like over the past few months, men with podcasts have gotten a bad rep, because I tune into some men podcasts, but all of the men podcasts that I used to tune into, they weren't lames. They weren't corny. They weren't goofy. A lot of these podcasts, or a lot of these men with podcasts that I've been seeing, are corny or lames, are self-hating black men. And I don't, why are you watching it? Why intake that? Like, they're only doing it because they're making money off of it, and that makes them even more lame. If you're listening to these podcasts that literally sit here and degrade black women, you really need to reevaluate why you are sitting here watching these podcasts, giving them more clout, giving them more money, allowing them to have this, you know what I'm saying? Just stop watching the podcast. That's all I have to say. We're done with that. Primer. I have not done my makeup in so long. It's actually crazy. Putting on primer. I feel like my lips are so chapped. I ran out of my Laneige lip balm, and I had like 3 containers. They're all gone. I have to re-up. And I have yet to re-up. I'm sitting here using this Bliss Stack, and I feel like it'd be making my lips look ashy. I just put on some primer. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Juice, or Watermelon Glow Pink Juice Moisturizer. So I'm using this. Hopefully, there we go. There we go. And then I'm going to spray my face with this e.l.f. Stay All Night setting spray. Let it dry. I'm using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation in Y545. What's this brush called? I don't really know, but it looks like this. So I'm gonna take it and apply it to my face. And this is one of my favorite foundations right now, because do you not see this? All right, let me find another question, even though I feel like I've been talking y'all heads off. Oh, this is a long one. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back to that one. How tall are you? What? Yo, I get this question so much, and it's in my description box. That's how I know some of y'all really don't be reading my description box, which I really don't appreciate, because I take my time to fill out my description box. So if there's anything that you want to know, check the description box first. It's there for you, you know? It's there to help you. But I'm 5'10", 5'11". I don't know why people ask me this question. I just think that's a funny question, because people really do be like on my body asking me that question. I just be like, why are you so pressed to know how tall I am? Moving on to concealer. What undertone are you? I feel like I'm neutral. I don't think I'm too orange or I'm too light. My chest is definitely way more yellow. My neck is more cool toned. My face is more on the warm side, but it's not super warm. I just have a lot of undertones everywhere. But I would say I'm more neutral. Well, neutral looks better on me, in my opinion, because when I do a foundation that's way too orange, it makes me look like I have smoker's lips. And I just had my sponge. Where did I put? Okay, let's see. What's another question? Let me go back to that long paragraph. Okay. One question, I hope you don't mind. Do you consider yourself... My eyes are starting to burn. Is that a sign? Do you consider yourself as a brown skin or a dark skinned woman? My face and body are also two different shades. My face is a tad bit darker than the rest of my body. When I put foundation on, I use cocoa with a pinch of espresso to even out my tone. However, if someone was to ask me what do I classify as, I wouldn't know what to say, because I'm not dark skinned, but I'm not full cocoa shade either. I'm just in the middle, because I always have two different shades when doing my makeup. I don't know if this is something you also struggle with, but I thought it would be great to get your opinion on it. Okay, I would say dark skin. I mean, but I also say I'm brown skin, so like I don't think it really matters. Yeah, I really don't know how to like answer that question. But if you're asking me what I think people will say, like, to describe me, I definitely think people will say, oh, you know, dark skinned girl, tall, dark skinned girl. That's usually what people say. So, yeah. I really hope this is pertaining to makeup use and what to tell like a makeup artist if you're trying to get your makeup done. Y'all know. One thing I always say is I like being brown. Like, I don't have the experience being self-conscious or being insecure about my skin tone. That was never a thing for me. So in my adult years, or just in my early 20s when I got on YouTube, I did come across people trying to project, like telling me, oh, you should feel confident or you should be confident in your skin tone. But I know that was people projecting, because I never said I was insecure about me being brown skin or me being a dark skin. It was never that. For the young lady that asked me that, you're beautiful regardless of your skin color. And if you come across somebody that makes you feel insecure about your skin color, they're weird, and you should run. That question kind of threw me off. It really did. Ooh, this is a good question. Kind of a good question to end on too. What keeps you motivated? That is such a good question. The first thing that comes to mind is just knowing where I am right now and being very uncomfortable where I am. Like, why would I stop where I am? It makes no sense. I feel like giving up or just stopping where I am right now is a guarantee that I'm going to be a failure. So that's one thing that keeps me motivated. But of course my family keeps me motivated. Am I answering the question? Hold on. Let me go back to the question. Yeah, what keeps you motivated? Oh, that just made me think about this one TikTok that I came across of this girl. She was kind of like giving me hater vibes because she was like, the Instagram, YouTube girlies getting on TikTok are not funny, they're not entertaining, they're boring, nobody wants to see your vibey videos. She was giving me hater vibes, but it was also giving me vibes that she wanted to be able to do what we do. We drink our matcha, we go to the gym in the morning, we go work out, we go on walks, we hang out with friends, we do all of this stuff because it keeps us motivated. We do all of this stuff because sometimes we're in a funk and we need to have a change in scenery because working from home can be very isolating. So just changing your environment is very helpful and very beneficial, especially when it comes to working in content creation or working on social media. So when I seen that, I was just like, girl, you really don't know. You really don't understand why we do what we do. But yeah, motivation definitely like wavers. You're not always going to be motivated to get up. So having a routine, having a planner to keep you on your P's and Q's, having a vision board, and my vision board is right here on my phone. I don't know why I did that. Having a vision board, I don't know if you guys can see that, but something to refer back to and just to look at daily keeps me motivated. I write down my goals and I read them before I go to sleep sometimes. Sometimes I read them when I wake up. That helps me stay motivated. I also like to listen to motivational videos in the morning. Like, I'll definitely turn on Steve Harvey. I especially watch his videos on days where I'm not here for it. I don't want to go to work, but I know I have to go to work because this is going to help me get to where I want to go. And I just be doing like little stuff. I don't know if it really helps, but I think it helps me. So hopefully sharing it with y'all helps. I definitely try to be patient with myself because nothing is going to happen like overnight. So I know even if I'm going through a hard time, I know that this is not it. I know that I just have to go through this to get where I need to be, or I have to go through this so that I can learn whatever it is that God is trying to teach me. Oh yeah, definitely keeping God first, reading my Bible, you know, all of that. Usually I do side parts, but we're trying out middle part shanty. That's pretty much what keeps me motivated. And I definitely think that was a good topic to end the video off at. The hair is from Curls Queen. Curls Queen. I do have a video on the install process, so I will link that once it is up, and I'll link my stylist Trish and friend. So on my lips I put on, because y'all know I'll be just like putting stuff on my lips. For lip liner I use this LA Girl eyeliner in brown. Then I took this butter gloss in cinnamon roll from NYX. And then I was like, ooh, it's a little bit too dark for my liking, and I took Supernatural from Revlon drugstore. And then I was over there messing with my lipsticks, and I was like, ooh, I haven't worn this in a minute since I've done the video trying it on. And then I put on Sugar Kiss from Fenty, and I'm liking this pink, you know, I'm liking the pink, you know. But yeah, that's it for this video, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed the topics that I talked about today. I hope you guys enjoyed the questions or whatever. If you were here to see me get ready, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Thank you to you guys who sent in your questions. If you guys want to be in the next one, I will post a video, not a video, I will have a post on Instagram, so that you guys can send in your questions, scenario, advice, whatever you want to ask me. They're usually done on Instagram. It's just easier. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you haven't already subscribed, definitely go ahead and subscribe. My face will be probably right here somewhere on the screen, and I will also put a video. If you haven't already seen this video, definitely check it out. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys later. Bye.